proposed personnel policy addition. This came about when the county had its risk assessment and was pointed out we had a hole in our employee provisions, and this was it. We need a vehicle to bring back people who were injured on the job back onto the job. And so this is kind of a simple framework. We did not want to make it too complex and just adopt some of these county policies are, gosh, they're a whole chapter and a book long. This one that was the best one I found was some revision to get the job done with what our risk assessment people say we need. I see that it's been pointed out to me in Roman numeral 2 that probably that should be the supervisor. It says he, she there in the middle of that. If a supervisor, oh no, it does refer to the supervisor.
Well, but I brought that up because it's if an employee expresses a desire to return or a supervisor has any information, he, she should contact the human resource director at once. So I just wonder who should contact. It really should read the supervisor should contact the.
Okay, I get
not he,
yeah.
she. I mean,
okay,
what you said right first.
Yeah, the supervisor right. Should, yes.
Right,
okay,
not
so
the
we need
employee.
to change that language.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be easy enough to do.
I think it's a great policy. I like the policy a lot. I would make a motion, Mr. Chairman, with that change that we accept the new restricted work light duty policy.
Okay, we got a motion.
Second.
Got a second to approve the policy with the change from he, she to supervisor. Any discussion?
Is there anything in here at all if they refuse? You know what I'm thinking of, and brought this up as I read this, I didn't see anything in, but I think of outside the box what we're talking about, but that good basketball player for the Chicago Bulls that the doc said you're willing to play, you're clear to play, there's nothing wrong. He said, no, I'm not playing, I'm just going to sit back and draw my check. Now,
Don't badmouth my favorite basketball
I'm
player.
sorry, I didn't know that, Mr. Attorney. But outside of that, but you have a loser on your hand. But what about him? He says that I don't
Right.
want to. What happens if we have an employee, for example, and I think Mark probably can judge, talking to Mike Schrader, you know, I'm sure we probably have some people across the street that could go to community corrections, get a job, but they're content to sit in a Hodges Hotel.
Right. Well, doesn't Roman numeral 4, where it says if the employee cover, where it says if the employee is offered a job and the job is approved by the attending physician, that employee must accept light duty work.
It does, but it doesn't say what happens if they don't.
Well, what other remedies do you have if an employee doesn't do what he's ordered to do?
Yeah.
Refusal.
It becomes a disciplinary action.
It becomes a disciplinary
However,
action, and then you would go through that process.
Yeah, okay.
I guess that to me is the
Yeah.
answer. I don't
Yeah.
know if that works the best, or you
Yeah.
want a procedure under this.
Well, I'm just saying he's gonna come back, and I'll guarantee you he'll probably have a strained knee or back in 2 days. Then we're gonna be back to square one. He can go back to a doctor. Then is he gonna come back and try to have a case against the county? I just want it to be clear, because there's some guys
Absolutely.
that would rather sit on the sideline and do light work. I don't want to be caught
The other
putting
thing,
cans on the shelf. I'm better than that.
you definitely are.
Okay, don't get so personal.
But I'm trying
Yes,
to compliment you. But
yeah, you're scraping the bottom.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah. The other potential problem in that is if the job is approved by a attending physician, and there are a few docs out there who might to help the person out if they got a close relationship. So there are some pitfalls in it. I mean, it's not perfect.
Yeah, I read that part too, and I thought, well, Just exactly what you said. I could probably name you the doctors who would say, nah, I don't want you doing that. Well, yeah, I guess you gotta live with it, cause that's what the policy says, so.
Okay, if that's
But
the
the
general policy.
the answer is, it could have more teeth in it. My suggestion is we operate like this for a while
See
and
how it works.
see where, if we, because generally, once you start operating, you'll find where the holes are, and then we clean it up. But I thought it was a better approach than throwing in the whole kitchen sink, and we don't even understand what our own policy says. So it's a choice.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand, opposed the same. Okay, that's the light work policy.
That's all I have then, report.
Great.